We're in the middle of a record-breaking heat wave, and these are the things people keep passing around like heat survival wisdom. But are they actually true? Ready? Number 7, drink water only when you're thirsty. Sounds reasonable, right? But relying on thirst during a heat wave is like waiting for your gas light to come on before finding a gas station on a desert highway. Thirst is a late warning signal. Most people don't feel thirsty until they've already lost 1 to 2% of their body's water. At that point, your physical and mental performance is already dropping. Think poor concentration, memory lapses, and reduced coordination. When it's hot, waiting until you feel thirsty keeps you in a constant state of catch-up, and that's a dangerous cycle. Dehydration leads to less sweating, which makes it harder to cool off, which worsens dehydration, which, well, you get the idea. It's even trickier for older adults who naturally sense thirst less and kids who often ignore it while playing. That's why the solution is proactive hydration. Drink water steadily throughout the day, even when you're not thirsty. Number 6, dark clothes equal hotter. The eternal summer debate. Don't wear black, you'll melt. Yes, it's true that black absorbs more sunlight than white. Basic physics. But surprise, there's more nuance here than you'd think. A fascinating study on Bedouin desert clothing found that loose-fitting black robes can actually help with cooling by allowing air to circulate between the fabric and skin, creating a chimney-like effect. In short, it's not just the color, it's how the clothes are worn. Still, let's be real. For most people in everyday city heat, tight-fitting dark clothes will absolutely make you feel hotter. So if you're dressing for summer survival, go with light-colored, loose-fitting, breathable fabrics like cotton or linen. Fashion is great, but not when it turns you into a walking sauna. Number 5, a fan is all you need. This one sounds practical, cheap, green, and simple. Just use a fan. But here's the heat wave twist. Fans are not the silver bullet they seem to be. Fans work by helping sweat evaporate and circulating air across your skin. That's fine until the air itself is hotter than your body. When temperatures climb above 95 degrees Fahrenheit or 35 degrees Celsius, fans can actually blow hot air over your body, increasing thermal stress rather than reducing it. Think standing in front of an open oven. Studies have shown that in extreme heat and humidity, fans may worsen dehydration and increase heat strain. That's why the World Health Organization advises against using fans as your only defense during severe heat waves. So yes, keep your fan, but don't treat it like a superhero. Combine it with other measures. Seek air-conditioned places, hydrate well, and avoid outdoor exertion during peak heat hours. Number 4, ice water cools you down the fastest. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? On a scorching day, all you want is to plunge into a tub of ice water like you're auditioning for a Gatorade commercial. And to be fair, cold water immersion is extremely effective. It's the gold standard treatment for exertional heat stroke. It works best for young, healthy individuals who've overheated during intense physical activity. But here's the catch. It needs to be done right and preferably under medical supervision. For classic non-exertional heat stroke or people with underlying health issues, ice baths can backfire. Super cold water can cause blood vessels to constrict, which may slow down the heat transfer from your body's core and even shock your system. The goal of cooling isn't just faster is better. It's to bring down your core temperature quickly but safely. So unless you're in a medical setting and know what you're doing, don't just cannonball into a tub of ice cubes. If someone shows signs of heat stroke, call emergency services, get them into the shade, loosen their clothing, and apply cold compresses to the neck, armpits, and groin while waiting for help. Number 3. UV index is the real threat. Heat just makes you uncomfortable. This one is like going to the beach worried about sharks and forgetting you can drown. Yes, UV rays are serious. They damage skin cells and are responsible for up to 90% of non-melanoma skin cancers, according to the World Health Organization. Sunscreen and sun hats, totally valid. But to say heat just makes you uncomfortable is dangerously naive. Heat is not some background annoyance. It's a direct threat to your survival system. When the outside temperature exceeds your body's safe threshold, your cooling mechanisms go in overdrive. And when they get overwhelmed, you're looking at heat exhaustion and, in extreme cases, heat stroke. According to the CDC, heat stroke happens when your body temp skyrockets past 104 degrees Fahrenheit in as little as 10 to 15 minutes. It can cause permanent damage or death if not treated immediately. A study in The Lancet linked extreme heat waves with surges in hospitalizations and deaths from heart, respiratory, and kidney conditions. Why? Because your heart has to pump extra blood to the skin to try and cool down, putting massive strain on your whole system. In Europe's 2022 heat wave, over 61,000 people died from heat-related causes. So yes, protect yourself from UV rays, but don't sleep on the heat. It can kill you, and science has receipts. Number 2. Young and healthy? You'll be fine. This one. Every time I hear it, I want to slap my own forehead. I'm young, I'm strong, the heat won't get to me. Yeah, sorry, but your body doesn't care how many push-ups you can do. Heat doesn't discriminate based on your age or your six-pack. Sure, the elderly and very young are more vulnerable to heat-related issues, but that doesn't mean the rest of us get a magical heat-proof shield. In fact, a shocking study in Mexico found that 75% of heat-related deaths occurred in people under 35. Why? One major reason is exertional heat stroke, the kind that hits young, healthy people who push their bodies too hard during extreme heat. They think they're invincible until their internal cooling system crashes. Another study from Boston University School of Public Health found that extreme heat days actually led to more ER visits among adults aged 18 to 64 than among seniors. And the World Health Organization has repeatedly warned that extreme heat affects everyone, not just grandma and toddlers. Bottom line, being fit is great, but it's not a magic force field. Stop thinking you're untouchable. Know your limits, hydrate often, don't overexert in the heat, and seek cool shelter when needed. Number 1. If you're sweating, you're safe. Ah, yes, the classic summer mantra. If you're sweating, you're fine. Sounds logical, right? Like your body is clearly working to cool you down. But sorry to break it to you, this is one of those sweet little lies summer likes to whisper in your ear. Sweating is just part of the solution, not your all-access pass to safety. Yes, sweat is your body's main cooling mechanism. As it evaporates from your skin, it takes heat with it, lowering your core temperature. But here's the catch. It doesn't always work efficiently. When humidity is too high, sweat doesn't evaporate well, and you stay hot anyway. And if you sweat too much without properly replacing fluids and electrolytes, you're at serious risk of dehydration, heat exhaustion, or even heat stroke, a life-threatening emergency. What's scarier? When your body stops sweating in extreme heat. That's a blazing red flag. It means your cooling system has essentially gone on strike. Your core temperature can spike uncontrollably, leading to heat stroke fast, and it can be deadly. So, no, sweating doesn't mean you're in the clear. In fact, if you're not sweating in the heat, that's when you need to get help immediately. Don't rely on sweat alone to judge your safety. Listen to your body, and more importantly, be proactive. Stay hydrated, avoid peak heat hours, wear breathable clothes, and find air-conditioned spaces when needed.
Thanks for watching. Stay cool, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe.